History made on this Saturday afternoon. For the first time, NCAA playoff football will be played here at Spartan Athletic Park. Here in Montgomery, Illinois, round one of the NCAA Division III Football Championship, featuring the visiting Coe of Coe College and the Spartans of Aurora University. So glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. 32 teams remain, and the road to the Stag Bowl in Salem, Virginia begins here today. Aurora coming in 10-0, the undefeated NAC champion for the fifth consecutive season, so they earned a Pool A berth into the NCAA field. The Spartans completed just the second undefeated regular season in program history, and the first since 1992, and they were also the first to go 10-0 in doing so. The Spartans are making their fourth straight NCAA playoff appearance, their eighth NCAA playoff appearance overall. As I mentioned, Spartan program hosting its first home playoff game in program history. As for the Cohawks, 7-1 to finish second in the American Rivers Conference. They were 9-1 overall and received a Pool C playoff berth, meaning they were an at-large team, but a very solid football team, no doubt about it. Their 9 wins this season were their most since the 2016 team that made Coe's most recent NCAA playoff appearance. It's the 10th time that the Cohawks are in the NCAA field. They're looking for their fourth win, and they've played some tight ones. A 19-11 win at Central, most recently an overtime victory at Dubuque, 23-20, and also fell to a very strong Wartburg team that ended up deciding, as it turned out, the conference title 27-21 in a game that Coe was ahead for much of. So a battle-tested team, and we are anticipating what should be a very good football game here on this Saturday afternoon. Last week for Aurora, held to just 387 yards of total offense, which seems like a lot, but isn't really a whole lot for Aurora. In fact, it was their lowest amount this year, but they were dominant defensively, posting their second shutout of the season, 23-0 right here over Concordia, Wisconsin. The Falcons did not start a play in the red zone. They advanced inside the Aurora 30 only twice, managed only 206 yards of total offense. So a dominant day defensively. Marcellus Ramius was the NAC Defensive Player of the Week after he tallied 14 tackles, and Matthew Heilich earned NAC Special Teams Player of the Week honors. If you were watching, you know he went 3 for 3 on field goal attempts and knocked in a school record-long 48-yard field goal. That helped Aurora get to its 22nd consecutive win at home, which is the third longest streak in Division III. As for the Cohawks, they finished with a rout on their senior day, hammering Loras 54-14. Fifth straight win for Coe to finish the season. 573 yards of total offense. They were up over the 200-yard rushing mark for the sixth time. Tossed for 368. Carter Mosk was terrific. Dominic Shepard made the D3Football.com Team of the Week. He had a career-high 13 catches and a similar career best, 223 yards receiving plus 2 touchdowns. Alex Aitchison was also a Team of the Week honoree, as well as the American Rivers Conference Defensive Player of the Week after he had 2.5 sacks, 4.5 tackles for a loss, and 7 tackles overall. So that is how the teams finished up matters in the final week of the regular season. And now we turn our attention to the game at hand, and it is looking like it'll be a battle of defenses. 2 of the best in the nation, Coe in the top 10 in scoring defense. In fact, they are exactly 10th, and Aurora is 8th. These teams don't give up a lot of points. And as you know, the team that allows the fewest will be playing next Saturday. Round 1 of the NCAA playoffs, game number 11 of the season, coming up here from Spartan Stadium. This is Aurora University football. Aurora and Coe, 12th ranked Spartans in the D3Football.com poll to finish the regular season. They were 9th in the AFCA coaches poll. Coe College getting votes in both. Winner today takes on the winner of UW La Crosse and Minnesota Morris next week, as those teams getting set to kick off as well up in La Crosse. Let's meet today's starters, and we'll take a look first offensively for the Cohawks of Coe College, led by 8th-year head coach Tyler Staker, but he has been around Coe a long time. His father, a Hall of Fame coach. He played here. He told me that he's the youngest of 5 who went to Coe, and it's been a big part of his life, and now he's back in the postseason with his alma mater. It is the senior quarterback Carter Mosk, a third-year starter under center, so to speak, for the Cohawks. Ray Seidel, the senior, is in the backfield, and you're going to hear senior a lot in these starting lineups for Coe. Tight end is a 5th-year senior Cooper Zeck. The receivers have 5th years Amel Sarek, as well as Dominic Shepardson, and the sophomores Amari Bruce, the other wide receiver. Left to right down the line, and it's 2 freshmen on the make that a junior and a 5th-year senior on the left side, Noah Terrio and Austin Hatfield. He's a 5th-year senior. The freshman Mateo Lozano is in the middle, and then on the right side, the senior Nick Matran and the sophomore Luke Schumacher. Defensively for Coe today, up front, 2 seniors, Alex Aitchison and Brady Lyons, along with the junior Stone Cummins. Middle linebackers are seniors. One's a 5th-year. That's Ben Reidenauer, along with Ben Adelsberger. And Coach Tyler Staker said the Bens are really good. Outsides are the junior Darius Saunders and the senior Jay Ostendorp, cornerback. On the left side, or on one side more accurately, the senior Chase Cruz. Ladanian Lanier, the junior, is the other. The safeties are a couple of 5th-years as well, Bridger Alkett and Jack Shaw. And now the starters. First defensively for the Spartans of Aurora University, led by head coach Don Beebe. The front 4, a couple of juniors, Joel Costin and Jalen Jordan, along with 2 seniors, Isaiah Perrin and the 6th-year Otis Watts. The linebackers, all seniors, well, both of them more accurately, Christian Bauer and Marcellus Ramius, and the senior Ben Slatkoff also in that defensive secondary. The corners today starting Zaya Smith, the sophomore, along with 5th-year senior Robbie Peterson Jr., and the safeties Connor Nordmeyer and Ernesto Ramirez. And then starting on offense today for the Spartans, again led by head coach Don Beebe, it's the freshman Tyler Adkins at quarterback today, along with 5th-year senior Jaquay Creedon out of Bastrop, Texas, the preseason All-American, joined by fellow preseason All-American Trey Madsen, the 5th-year wide receiver, and 5th-year wide receiver Michael Boland, as well as the junior Ty Pruitt and the senior tight end Robert Cooper. On the line, it's the sophomore Connor Walters, 5th-year senior Matt Kickle, senior Anthony Peterson, 5th-year senior Jalen Cole, and senior Troy Warner left to right on the line for Aurora. The captains are at midfield for the Spartans today. It's Robbie Peterson, Marcellus Ramius, Trey Madsen, James Maltino, Matthew Kickle, and Jalen Jordan. And so the teams are meeting, and we're going to determine who's going to take the football first and who's going to defend what end. Aurora has won the toss and selected to defer. And that almost certainly means that Coe is going to take the football to begin matters today. Referees, well, the leader today is Tim Duffy, headline judge Dean Oscar, field judge Dylan Dooley, back judge Nathan Ranget, umpire Nick Neds, line judge Kyle Moore, and side judge Tim Niergarter. Just minutes away from football. First round of the NCAA playoffs. Stay with us. This is Aurora University football.
At this time, we'd like to ask everyone to please rise as the Aurora Fire and Police Department presents our nation's colors. And now, please remain standing as we honor America this afternoon with the singing of our national anthem, sung for you today by Aurora University student Eddie Benitez.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Eddie Benitez with the singing of the national anthem, and a fantastic job as we now turn our attention to postseason football. Sean Fry here with you. A big thank you to Ethan Carmine for being on the camera today, and this is going to be a fun football game. You talked a little bit about the defense, but let's not forget about the offense. Aurora averaging 521 yards of total offense, and hey, Coe is not so bad either at 475 yards total offense. That's a top 20 mark in the country as well. But as you know, and you talk to any coach this time of year, and they're going to tell you what wins come the postseason, and it is going to be defense. I talked with head coach Don Beebe. He knew that was going to be extremely important. Said he told the guys the only way they're going to win a national title is with great defense. And head coach for Coe, Tyler Staker, talked about it comes down to blocking, tackling, taking care of the football, the fundamentals, and doing them at a high level. Now we'll see who will do them better. 49 degrees, sunny skies, winds up over 10 miles per hour from behind the back of Austin Welgus, who has quite the leg for the Spartans. He has 37 touchbacks. He steps into it, gives it a boot, and drives this one into the end zone where it'll be taken off, maybe not off the ground, and it's going to be, in fact, returned by Kyle Cole. And a surprising take out of the end zone. He likely cost himself a few yards as he's tackled pretty much right between the 20 and the 25-yard line. So we'll see where Coe ends up taking over exactly when they spot the football. It looks like the 22-yard line. And here is Carter Musk. He'll be in the shotgun with three receivers, slot on the near side, four-down lineman for Aurora. Musk will keep it himself, takes it off right tackle and up the middle across the 30. A gain of 9 on first down. Musk, 358 yards passing last week, also rushed for 73. And the fourth-year player out of Waterloo, Iowa, can do a lot of good things. He'll throw it here on 2nd and 1. He rolls a left, throws to the far sideline, and it's hauled in by Dominic Shepardson. Probably not the last time we're going to say that today. He catches that for a gain of 10 and a first down to the 41-yard line. Coe is going to go quickly here as they quickly get back to the line. Shepardson's in the slot on the near side of a three-receiver look. Shotgun. Aurora brings Three down linemen. Otis Watts is on his feet on the far side. Ben Slotkoff showed blitz, but has now pulled it back. Two safeties high for Aurora on 1st and 10. Here's Ray Seidel for the first time, bouncing off the left side. Lowers his shoulder and will be taken down by Connor Nordmeyer after a gain of a couple. A running back that Tyler Staker called a throwback. Looks for contact, tough to bring down. Flag on the play here, and it's in the area where you typically expect to see offensive holding. And indeed it is. Noah Terrio is going to get tagged with the hold here. Coe team that averages about 5-6 penalties a game and about 50 yards or so per. So 1st and 20 as Coe now finds itself behind the chains, and never where you want to be. The 31, play action and a quick out here out of the reach of Shepherdson, who was diving towards his sideline and could not haul it in. Mosk on the year, 59% completion, 2,100 yards. In fact, more than that, as a matter of fact, with 24 touchdown passes, only 6 interceptions. Shepherdson now 66 catches. He's closing in on 900 yards receiving on the season. 2nd and 20, another 3-receiver look. Mosk looks right, will fire it into the flat. That's Cooper Zeck. Slipped trying to make a cut, and Ben Slatkoff was able to finish him off. Looks like it'll be a gain of 4. 3rd and 16 coming up. Aurora's 3rd down defense in the top 20 in the country, just 29%. Coe 48%. That was 2nd best in the American Rivers behind, well, who do you think? Wartburg. 4 receivers, trips left here. Mosk in the shotgun. Looking up the middle, fire it up the middle and overthrew Shepherdson by quite a bit. And the Aurora defense will force a punt on their first sequence. And James Montino heads back, the electric punt returner for the Spartans. 2nd best in the country, an average of 26 yards per. And we'll see Luke Bradley, the sophomore from Cedar Rapids, didn't have to go far to college. He'll hit a low line drive, end-over-end punt that hops inside the Aurora 35 and will be downed between the 32 and 33. 12:56 to play in our first quarter, and Aurora's defense forces a punt. And now we will see the alum of Martinsville High School in Indiana. Max Preps had him for more than 2,400 passing yards and 29 touchdowns in 12 games as a senior. Tyler Adkins stepping in here at the helm of a high-powered passing offense. And Aurora will bunch 3 receivers to the left of the line. Quick swing pass here out of the reach of Jaquay Creedon. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Spartan 33.
2nd down and 10.
Aurora spreading it out here. Slot to the near side is Trey Madsen, Spartan career leader in, well, just about everything receiving. 3 down lineman for Coe, looking some pressure on the left side. 2 safeties high from the shotgun. They'll try the swing pass again to Creedon. He bounces to the 35 outside, turns the corner, and stepped out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 and set up a 3rd and manageable here. Aurora's 3rd down offense, best in the NAC at 48%. And Coe's 3rd down defense, the best in their league. Top 10 in the country, 27%. Like Aurora, a defense that knows how to get off the field. 5 receivers, 2 by 3 from our angle here. 1 safety high. They rush 3, and Atkins is going to keep it himself. 1st down across the 45, and he'll slide at midfield. A gain of 10. 1st down, Aurora. Atkins, a quarterback that Don Beebe that is not your typical freshman, and lauded how well he knew the playbook going into the season. A lot of trust in him as he lines up in the shotgun. 2 receivers out on the far side. Once again, swing pass here, Creedon looking for something, for that matter, anything, and it did not develop. He'll end up losing 3 here on the play. Make it 2 here as they'll spot the football on the 47. I've not seen Jaquay Creedon run the football yet, and normally you'd say 2nd and long, you probably don't try it, but Jaquay Creedon's run for more than 1,200 yards this season in only 8 games. He's in the pistol. He gets the football here, hits the hole, and will be taken down after getting 3 back. The ball will be right at midfield, and it'll be 3rd and 9. 11:26 to play in our first quarter, no score. And Don Beebe looking to dial up a 3rd down call here. Empty backfield again. 2 on the left side, 3 on the right of the formation. Coe brings 4. Adkins with all day, fires up the middle, caught. First down inside the Coe 40. Going up and pulling it down was Connor Bright. Stand corrected, Michael Boland with the reception, first down, Aurora. And a gain of 13. And so on his first opportunity to throw it on 3rd down, Atkins comes up big. And he'll have 4 receivers 2 by 2 and a pistol look here. Creedon takes the football, hurdles a defender, and then will be upended shortly thereafter. Gain of 4. And 2nd down coming up.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down.
2nd and 6. Slot on the near side of a 3-receiver look. Creedon's going to get it again, and Jay Ostendorp was not fooled. An uncharacteristic, huge loss. And it'll be 3rd and 10 here as it backs up to where this sequence of downs began. And so there's not a lot of doubt about whether or not it would likely need to be a throw here, and indeed the backfield is empty. 5 receivers. Coe with 3 down linemen. They'll bring 4. 5 on a delayed blitz. Another throw up the middle, complete. Trey Madsen first down to the 20. The 15 on the sideline breaks the tackle, and he'll be down inside the 5 where Aurora will have a goal-to-go situation. Adkins under pressure, stepped up into the pocket and delivered. They will spot the football on the 6 after a gain of 31. And Adkins is off to a 5-for-6 start throwing the football. And now Jaquay Creedon in the backfield. He's a touchdown away from tying the Aurora career mark. We'll see if he gets a look here on 1st down. He will, and he'll fall across the 5 for a gain of 1. 8:49 left here in the first quarter. No score. Aurora has run more than 4 minutes off the clock on this drive. The 11th play of it is on the way. It gets tight down here in the red zone. Aurora's had not many problems, 83% on the season, but they are up against the best red zone defense in their league, and the 5th best in the country. Only 8 of 16 red zone opportunities for Coe have resulted in touchdowns against, and 2 of those were field goals. Adkins rolls left here, fires up the middle, caught, touchdown, Aurora on the board. And it's Ty Pruitt who has given Aurora a 6-0 lead. And on comes Matthew Heilich for the conclusion of an 11-play, 67-yard drive. Holder is Michael Bolin, long snapper Jesse Smith. Everything's good. The kick is up, and it is too. Matthew Heilich remains perfect on PATs on the season. That's the 86th in a row he has connected on, and it is 7-0 Aurora. Aurora University football is presented by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland. Browse their inventory online at kaufmangmc.com, and by DTG Properties, family owned and operated for over 40 years. Check out their extensive commercial, residential, and student housing options online at dtgproperties.com. Kaufman GMC and DTG Properties are proud sponsors of Aurora University Athletics and the AU Varsity Club. Coe will get the football back. Kyle Cole and Jerron Centers are back. Last time Cole took it out of the end zone. Spartans, by the way, moving right to left here. White helmets, black jerseys, and black pants. Coe is in all white today. Aurora has the AU logo on their helmet. Coe has the hawk. Aurora with blue numbers, and Coe in, I guess we'll call them crimson, or maybe a burgundy. 8:12 to play. First quarter, 7-0 Aurora, as Austin Welgus sends this one away, and it'll be fielded at the 1 by Centers, who slips inside the 10. He would have had a hard time with James Maltino down there anyway, but Coe will not have very good field position. They'll start at their own 8. So round 2 for this Coe offense.
First down and 10 for Coe.
A very experienced lineup, 7 seniors. All of them are returning starters, and several of them are 3-year returning starters. Well, being down early in a football game, let alone a playoff game, is not going to rattle this team. From the shotgun and an inside handoff, Seidel, who seemed to cover a lot of territory but only picked up a gain of a couple out to the Coe 10-yard line.
Out past the 10 at the 11-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7 yards to go for Coe.
They'll give him an extra yard out to the 11 and get lined up in the shotgun. 2 receivers out on the near side. Aurora scrambling to cover. The throw goes into the flat. Zamari Bruce hit immediately. That's Zaya Smith. Sophomore has had a really terrific season, his 14th solo tackle of the year. It's a loss of a yard, and it's, I stand corrected, it's a gain of, looks like 4 on the play to the 15. I was 5 yards ahead of myself. So it is 3rd and about 3. Three receivers and a tight end. Mosk from the shotgun. Looking left and firing over the head of Shepherdson. Incomplete. And Coe will have to bring the punt unit on again. Aurora defense once again gets a stop. They've allowed just 1 first down in 2 series. With 7:02 left, they'll force Luke Bradley back into the contest, and we'll see if we'll see a similar punt. They are into a fairly stiff wind, and when you couple that with James Maltino inside his own 50, it's not a good situation. This is another line drive. Maltino will take, he will not take it on a hop. It bounced over him. He will pick it up at his own 35 on the run and run out of bounds at the Spartan 40-yard line. There is a flag on the play. I don't see, there it is, okay. I was about to say I didn't see it. It's near the 45-yard line on the near side numbers. You get the feeling this might be Aurora walking back a little distance here as well. It's a blindside block on Adam Munch. And that'll cost Aurora 15 yards, so they'll back up to their own 25. 6:50 left. First quarter, Spartans leading 7-0. A long, time-consuming drive. More than 4.5 minutes on the way to a touchdown. 4 receivers, and it's Jaquay Creedon on first down. He'll be driven back right at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him 1 yard. We've seen this the last handful of contests for Aurora. Whereas at the beginning of the season, the run game seemed to be explosive from the very start. It's been a much more patient, rolling start for the Aurora offense, but Jaquay Creedon continues to pile up 100-yard rushing days. He's here in the pistol on 2nd and 9. Slot on the far side. Creedon gets it again, and he'll shake 1 tackle and take it out to the 30-yard line. 4 more for Jaquay. Creedon closing in on 3,700 career rushing yards. By my math, he needs 1 more to get to that mark. 3rd and 5. The Spartan 30. Aurora 3 for 3 on 3rd downs. They'll run out 4 receivers here. A quick throw right to the sticks, caught. Connor Bright, 40, 45, and twisted out of bounds. A gamble that time as a defender broke on the football and Adkins just got it over his fingers. Gain of 17. Most of that was after the catch. 1st down as Aurora continues to roll. Ball on the logo. Under 5.5 to play in the 1st quarter. Pistol look, 3 receivers. Play action, and Adkins now having to run for it, and had to avoid Alex Aitchison, but he could not avoid Brady Lyons, and he'll lose a yard. We'll bring up 2nd down. Aurora sending the slot to the near side. On this 2nd down formation, 2 safeties high. Play action, throw up the middle, caught Ty Pruitt, 30, 25, 20. He is tripped up at the 10-yard line by a last-second dive. Chase Cruz saved the touchdown. Aurora is into the red zone again. 45 yards. Adkins is 8 for 9. He's already closing in on 120 yards passing. And he'll have James Montino in the backfield with him on 1st and goal from the 9. 4 receivers, 2 by 2. Coe rushes 6. Adkins is in trouble and takes a sack. And a heavy loss of 9 on the play, and that will double the distance required for Aurora to get into the end zone. Meanwhile, an injured player. And so an injury timeout here as a co-defensive lineman is tended to. 7-0 Aurora, 3:56 left in the 1st. This is Aurora University football. Brant Tedrow is the injured Coe player, and he is coming off the field now. He was injured at the end of a play where Tyler Atkins took a sack and lost 9, setting up 2nd and goal from the 18. There's 3:56 left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Aurora. Pistol for the Spartans and 3 receivers. Creedon takes the play action. Atkins now steps up, fires. It was behind Robert Cooper, who got turned around and nearly made a terrific catch but could not hang on. Now, as we established last week, this is well inside field goal range for Matthew Heilig. And likely a situation where if Aurora doesn't put it in the end zone here on 3rd down, where we will see him. Don Beebe is certainly going to try to go for it. No doubt about it. 5 receivers, 4 bunched here just inside the numbers on the near side. Atkins, a 5-man rush, steps up into the pocket, stumbles, and now has to run for it. He fumbles. And it is recovered by Coe. Baron Lenz has it, and Aurora will not get a chance for points after all. And with 3:36, the Cohawks will take over.
First down and 10 for Coe from their own 16-yard line.
Will be on their own 16, and the Aurora defense will try to get another stop here. It was 3 and out last time. Carter Mosk has Ray Seidel next to him. Stand corrected, is Jacob Brecht next to him. And Brecht doesn't get anywhere on his first touch. It is, to quote head coach Tyler Staker, a deep stable of running backs. Ray Seidel has split a lot of the carries with Trenton Barnes, who we haven't seen yet, and Jacob Brecht, and they have all been very effective. It's Brecht getting this series here. It'll be 2nd and 10 after no gain. A 3-receiver shotgun look coming. Aurora with 4 down linemen. Designed run for Mosk, who gets off left tackle, turns upfield to the numbers, and will be taken down right at the line to get. Maybe even with 1 extra, it'll be a gain of 11 and a first down.
First down and 10 for Coe.
Out to the 27, and just some good old-fashioned power football right there. Three receivers on 1st and 10. Brecht gets the football, slips through the middle, and will be taken down shy of the 30. I think that's a generous spot. 2nd and 7 coming up, right back to the line go the Cohawks. 3 receivers again, play action. Mosk rolls right this time. He fires, and it is caught. It's caught. Samari Bruce. I'll be honest, I had no idea because I was shielded by the Aurora sideline, but Samari Bruce made a terrific catch. Gain of 13, first down, but an injured Spartan is on the field. And the Aurora trainers will have to come out and work on Zaya Smith. Well, a stoppage with 2:17 remaining in this first quarter. Aurora up 7-0. Coe trying to drive. This is Aurora University football in the first round of the NCAA playoffs. looked like Zaya Smith and Ben Slatkoff both needing attention, and both have come off the field as Coe and the Aurora defense come back on here. 1st and 10 from the Coe 43. The handoff is to Brecht, and he is taken down by Christian Bauer in the backfield. Fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. A sensational open field tackle by the senior from Scottsdale, Arizona. And part of this deep and talented Aurora linebacking corps. We're in the final 2 minutes of our first quarter here. Coe trails Aurora 7-0, 2nd and 10. Shotgun look. 2 safeties high for the Spartans. Mosk off his back foot throws it up and missed Shepherdson as he tossed into double coverage. And it sets up 3rd down. Coe is not converted on their previous 2 tries, and now will need to get 10 to extend the drive. Seidel back into the game. Mosk will have him in the backfield, and a 4-receiver look, trips on the far side. Aurora with 4 down linemen. They jump but get back. There's no flag called here. The play clock runs down to 10. Mosk looks over at the sideline for the play call. Looks like Aurora will bring only 4 here on 3rd and 10. Mosk throws to the right, out of the reach of Bruce, and Robbie Peterson Jr. had it well covered all the same. The Aurora defense forces a punt. Spartan defense has not allowed very much today. 57 yards through 3 drives. And James Maltino heads back for the return as Luke Bradley getting more work than I'm sure he would prefer. Another line drive kick. Maltino gets out of the way and it tumbles down inside the Aurora 10, all the way down to the 5, the 4, and it looks like even down to the 2. Well, you won't have a better punt than that. And that should be, if my math is correct, the career long for Luke Bradley, as that one heads down up over the 50-yard mark. It's the 2nd time in his career. It will be officially on the 3. We'll see if Coe loads the box here as a result, as Adkins has Creedon behind him in the pistol. Creedon gets the football, bounces left, and he will get back to the line of the scrimmage, or the line of scrimmage more accurately, and maybe one more. Coe defensive line has been very tough this year. Their rushing defense is in the top 5 in the country. They allow 57 rushing yards per game. Only 232 total yards offense. That's in the top 12. Adkins, wide receiver screen, Trey Madsen, and he'll be tripped up over the 10-yard line out to the 11. Gain of 7, 3rd and 2 coming up. Aurora does not have to run another play, but I think they'll try to with the wind at their back here. 18 seconds to play in the first, 7-0 Aurora. 3 receivers and a tight end. Adkins throws the slant, it's caught. 1st down Spartans. Out to the 19. That's Trey Madsen, who helps move the chains. Gain of 9, they'll put the football on the 20. Aurora now 5 for 6 on 3rd down, and I'll walk the length of the field as we go to the 2nd. 15 minutes in, Aurora leads 7-0 over Coe in the first round of the NCAA playoffs. This is Aurora University football. Second quarter about to begin. Aurora leading 7-0. They have a 1st and 10 from their own 20 after a 5th third down conversion in that first quarter. Jaquay Creedon on first down. Loss of a yard. Has not been a lot to work with. By the way, folks, you can access the official NCAA digital game program on your mobile device, tablet, or laptop free of charge. Go to ncaa.com/game programs for an inside look at today's contest. 2nd and 11 now from the 19. And a jet sweep here for Creedon, who gets to the edge, turns upfield, and runs out of bounds, but a flag comes in well behind the play. And this is not likely to be good news for Aurora. And it is going to be holding as they get Robert Cooper. Well, it can't be 10 yards from the previous spot and also third down. Well, they're going to have to discuss that. And now they make the correction. As they walk off the 10 yards, it's on the Aurora 9. Aurora outgained Coe 144-57 in that first quarter, and they lead 7-0. 2nd and a lot, empty backfield. Atkins throws it up, caught, first down. Bolin to the 40, across midfield. An absolute dime by the freshman Atkins, hitting Boland in space. And that one goes for 45 out to the Coe 47. First and 10, a minute into this second quarter. 3 receivers, a pistol look for Aurora. 1 safety high here for the Cohawks. Handoff here is for Creedon, who this time is able to get some positive yardage, but looks like maybe only a yard. And the Aurora rushing game, 13 carries, 12 yards right now. Well, certainly they're going to keep at it. 7th play of the drive on the way here, and certainly Aurora helped by going 5 of 6 on third down against a very good third down defense. Empty backfield here. There will be 4 to the right of the formation. Swing pass. Maltino catches it at midfield, looks for a block, gets across the 40 on the near sideline. And that's going to be a gain of 7. It will set up 3rd and 2. And what you would think is likely to be 4-down territory, or where they are on the field, barring a loss of yardage. Nearly 2 minutes into the second quarter, Aurora leading at 7-0. Don Beebe goes to the shotgun. 4 receivers, 3 to the left of the formation. Designed run, Atkins. He will have the first down. He gets to the 35. And a gain of 4 to move the chains. 6 for 7 on third down. And the 1 third down that Coe was able to defend was on a long 3rd and goal. They forced a fumble. That is it. And it was an important, successful 3rd down defense. No answer since. 3 receivers now for Aurora. Play action, Atkins, who pump fakes and now looks to run for it across the 30. A flag comes in as he is stopped up. And so Atkins getting some hard yards there, and it's not likely to end up counting. Like Robert Cooper just slapped his hands together, and he was right. Holding here on Connor Walters, and once again Aurora will be well behind the chains. Back to the Coe 45, 1st and 20. 12:15 left here in the first half. 7-0 Aurora. Spartans have moved the football. This is their third drive. They have been in Coe territory in each one. Another slant route here. Caught Connor Bright, shakes a tackle, and he's back out near the 30. That was a gain of 14 out to the 31. And that will set up a very reasonable second down attempt. And once again, I think we're still here in 4-down territory. Into the wind, this would be a considerable field goal. 5 receivers, 3 on the far side of the formation. Atkins tosses it up the middle and floats it in. A perfect pass to James Mautino inside the 10 for a first down. Defender stepped up and tried to take it out of the air and missed. It could not have been thrown any better. First and goal from the Coe 7. And now Aurora will bunch the formation. 4 receivers, but very tight to the tackles. As it's Zach Russell in, Atkins will keep it himself, and he barrels forward across the 5. Out near the 3. And they will put him on the 2. Gain of 5. Second and about 6 feet as Aurora tries to potentially double their lead. Creedon is back in. He's in the pistol with Atkins, and now Atkins will step up to the line. It's an I formation look with Robert Cooper at tailback, and a flag comes in. And I think Coe jumped. And I suppose if you're going to take a penalty, I mean, you don't want to move Aurora 3 feet closer, but the damage could be worse. I think they got Stone Cummins to jump. And so it will be second and goal from the 1. Once again, back into the I formation. Looks like an offset I with Robert Cooper at fullback. Creedon takes the handoff, and he is in nearly untouched. Touchdown Spartans. Jaquay Creedon's 39th career rushing touchdown to tie the Aurora all-time career lead. And Aurora goes up 13-0. A 12-play, 97-yard drive. Heilich for the PAT into the wind. Up and good, 14-0 Aurora. 10:20 left here in the second quarter. This is Aurora University football, presented by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland. Browse their inventory online at kaufmangmc.com, and by DTG Properties, family owned and operated for over 40 years. You can check out their extensive commercial, residential, and student housing options online at dtgproperties.com. Kaufman GMC and DTG Properties are proud sponsors of Aurora University Athletics and the AU Varsity Club. We've got a great crowd on hand here today at Spartan Stadium.
The Spartans. Full and centers back deep for Coe.
2,189 the attendance. And seeing a tightly contested football game. Austin Welgus into the wind with Cole and centers back to receive. Towering kick to the far side of the field. It's going to be centers at his own 6 along the numbers, and he'll be upended near the 25-yard line. Coe now with some work to do. They've run only 15 plays. They've had the football for less than 6 minutes. Their longest drive has been 7 plays. They have a 3 and out. This is a very good offense. It's a very good offense and a very good defense on the team at all times today, or on the field at all times today. Here's Seidel on first down, nothing. Otis Watts and Jalen Jordan were not fooled. Drive started at the Coe 26, and it's going to remain there after the first down offering.
Second down and 10 for Coe.
Don Beebe has talked about how this defense has had everyone doing their jobs, doing it well, and playing together. Mosk is under pressure, throws it up. Mel Sarek was the intended receiver at midfield, but wasn't especially close to the football. It's 3rd and 10. Coe 0 for 3 on 3rd down so far as the Spartan crowd gets loud. I'll try to get off the field once again. 9:38 to play in the second. 14-0 Aurora. Shotgun. 3 receivers for Coe. Mosk looks right. He'll heave it up the far sideline looking for Zamari Bruce, and he hangs on to make a terrific catch into Aurora territory. And that's going to be a gain of, trying to do the math here, 37. A sophomore from Spring, Texas, covered well, and a great catch. So on first down, for the first time on the Aurora side of the field, Seidel plunges forward for a gain of 3.
Isaiah Perron and Joel Costin in on the stop for
A timeout here. I think an official's timeout. I'm not sure if the official is tying his shoe or if there's a problem with the first down. I think there might be a problem with the first down markers. So I think that's the reason for the delay, and it looks like everything is good. So they will wind the play clock and the play clock. Nearing 9 minutes to play in the second. 2nd and 7 here from the Aurora 34. And Carter Mosk able to hit a big play and now has 3 receivers here on 2nd down. He'll look up the middle. Quick throw dropped. Cooper Zek was about to be hit, and it seemed like he felt it. Going to set up 3rd down. Now this would be a 51-yard field goal. Wind at Coe's back. Would suspect if they can get anything, they probably go for it on 4th down, but we'll find out. 4 receivers. Aurora brings a blitz, and Mosk under pressure threw it away. Is looking for Dominic Shepardson out into the flat, but it missed him by a couple of yards. And it's 4th and 7. Aurora's 4th down defense, 35%. Coe was at 38% on conversions. They will indeed go for it. 3 receivers, slot near side. Aurora has 2 safeties high. Now they'll bring a blitz. It's thrown up far sideline, out of the reach of Zamari Bruce as Aeneas Gray came in on the late blitz, rushed the throw, and it's a turnover on downs. The Aurora defense comes up big again. 8:42 left here in the first. Aurora will take here in the first half, Aurora will take over at their own 34-yard line. And Coe matches its longest drive, but also matches how many points it scored on those previous drives. Aurora with a chance to go up 3 scores on this possession. Pistol with 3 receivers to start off the drive. Atkins with Creedon behind him. He hands it to Creedon. He's got space to the 40, 45, 50, shakes a tackle in the Coe territory. To the 40, and he runs out of bounds, shy of the 35. And it felt like only a matter of time before Jaquay Creedon was able to get into space. 29 yards out to the Coe 37, and an Aurora first down. Aurora with 11 first downs to just 4 for Coe here through the opening 22-plus minutes. Empty backfield now for Aurora. 3 on the far side of the formation. Quick throw dropped by Connor Bright. Chase Cruz was bearing down and was likely to make some contact quickly, and once again it seemed like the receiver felt that and was trying to make a play before securing the football. So it'll be second down, and Don Beebe will send out the same formation with 5 receivers, 3 to the left. Coe with 3 down linemen. They'll rush 4. Atkins steps up and now will roll right, and he fires it down the near sideline. Michael Bolin, first down near the 20. And he was hit awkwardly at the end of the play by Ben Adelsberger and is remaining down on the sideline. They'll put the football down on the 19. It's a gain of 18. But Boland is still down on the near side. Cole Jackson has gone into the game. Now Boland was down on the Aurora sideline, and he is up. And so they will now be able to play on. We'll see if Boland can return to this football game. It'll be a 4-receiver look as Atkins lines up in the shotgun. Creedon gets the football, moving to his right to the short side of the field. He'll be fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a loss of a yard on the play as we close in on the midpoint of our second quarter. $14-0 Aurora. We are now halfway through the second. Another 5-receiver set for Don Beebe's Aurora Spartans. 3 on the far side of the formation. Atkins will look right. He's under pressure and taken down. Jay Ostendorp with his 4th sack on the season. Make that his 5th, as he had 1 earlier. And that one loses 3 more yards. And it's 3rd and 14 here. What would be a 40-yard field goal into the wind if Aurora is not able to gain any more yardage. They'll have Creedon behind Atkins in the pistol with 4 receivers. Delayed handoff for Jaquay, who will get back inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th and 9 for Aurora, and Matthew Heilig is on. So this would make it a 3-score game inside of 6.5 minutes to play in this second quarter. A 35-yard field goal attempt for Heilig, who is 5 for 8 on the season and coming off of a 3 for 3 game. The ball is on the near hash mark. Michael Boland back into the game to hold. A good snap, a good hold, and I think the kick might have been maybe tipped right at the line of scrimmage as it was well wide. And it remains 14-0. Coe will take over. Looks like at their own 18-yard line with 5:59 to play. Still only down 14-0. Don Beebe has a lot of trust in his kicking unit. He says he has zero hesitation.
From their own 18-yard line.
And that Matthew Heilig's confidence is through the roof, but hard to connect on them all.
The miss occurred inside the 20-yard line. They'll spot the football at the 20-yard line. First down and 10.
And it looks like a change at quarterback as Caden Mata has come in. He hands off to Jacob Brecht on first down, and Brecht will get a couple.
Jacob Brecht, the ball carrier.
They started the drive on the 20-yard line, so in fact he gets no yardage.
8.5 yard on the play. It's still second down and 10.
And Carter Mosk remaining on the sidelines, at least for this series. Mata on 2nd and 10, throws up the middle. Sarek hit right as he touched the football. Connor Nordmeyer, a great break on the football, and he'll set up a long third down. We'll see if this is going to be a long-term change or just looking for a different look at quarterback. You can see Carter Mosk over on the sideline signaling over to Caden Mata, who on 3rd and 10, under pressure, steps up and throws a good one out to the Coe 40-yard line. Zamari Bruce made the catch and was wrapped up there. 20 yards on 3rd down as the sophomore from San Antonio puts some heat on that last throw and moves the chains here. Aurora up 14-0. 5:04 to play before halftime. Mata, the keeper, and he fumbles, and it's fallen on at midfield by Ernesto Ramirez. Mata had a very nice gain, but it pops free, and Ramirez has the fumble recovery, his first of the year. And Aurora gets the football back with 4:57 to play before halftime. This Spartan defense has been something. Aurora has outgained Coe at this point by more than 2-1. Pistol look here on first down. Here's Creedon. Bounces to the left side. He's at the Coe 45 and run out of bounds a couple yards shy. Make it 3 yards shy of the first down marker. Gain of 7 here on first down. Right now, 296 to 127 is the yardage discrepancy, but only 14-0 in the only category that really counts. But once again, Aurora threatening on the Coe side of the field. Atkins now in the shotgun. 2 receivers stacked on the near side of the formation. Atkins looks that way. He fires complete. Ty Pruitt inside the 30. He bobbled it briefly and then was able to pick up 5 or 6 more yards after the catch. It's a gain of 20 down to the Coe 23 and another Aurora first down. This Spartan passing attack has been shredding the Coe defense. And that is not something that many teams have been able to say this year. Pistol look here on first down. It's Creedon. Jay Ostendorp continues to have a sensational football game. Loss of 3 on the play. Ostendorp was nearly untouched. The most passing yards that Coe has allowed this year is 287. That was 2 weeks ago in a tight one against Dubuque. Stand corrected, 312 against Central, but Aurora's already at 258. Total offense, their most allowed, is 393. Aurora's already at 313. second down. And nothing that time either, as Maltino on the shovel pass. He loses 3 more. It's third and a bunch here. 16 exactly. Just inside the Coe 30. There's 3:10 to play before halftime. Aurora up 14-0, 5 receivers. 2 on the near side, Pruitt in one-on-one on the near end of the field. Atkins, a pump fake, and then dumps it off. Maltino upended at the 25 by a good open field tackle from Mitchell Eckert. So that's going to gain 5, but it will leave a long 4th down. They need 11. This would be approximately a 44-yard field goal, and so Matthew Heilich into the wind will stay on the sideline, and it's a 5-receiver look. 3 on the near side. Madsen and Boland in the slot on the near side of the field as Atkins surveying the defense. Play clock's running down to 6. And now looks like Tyler Atkins will take the timeout with 2:08 to play in this second quarter. And the offense will discuss what to do here. 2:08 left before halftime. Aurora up 14-0 and forcing a 4th and 11. Facing a 4th and 11. This is Aurora University football. Fourth and 11, 2:08 to play before halftime. Aurora is up 14-0, trying to extend this drive. They are on the Coe 24. 5 receivers, Atkins complete to Maltino, taken down by Eckert at the Coe 20, and that was not enough. Gain of 4 and a turnover on downs, and Coe will get a chance at the 2-minute drill, plus an extra 2 seconds to try to get on the board for the first time today. Aurora will get the football to begin the third quarter after they deferred upon winning the coin toss. Might have been wondering to yourself who the winner of this one's going to play, and it certainly looks like it's going to be UW-La Crosse. They're closing in on halftime. They already lead Minnesota Morris 45-0. So La Crosse, a dominant start to the NCAA postseason, but there's still 35 minutes remaining in that one, and they play the full hour for a reason. 5 receivers here. It's still Caden Mata at quarterback, throws it to Seidel in the flat. He shakes a tackle at the 25, and then will be stopped up a yard short of the first down. So the clock will run. Coe has all 3 of its timeouts left. They also have the wind at their back. Four receivers, 3 on the left now with 1:37 remaining. Mata bobbles the snap. Now under pressure, and he'll run for it. First down and plenty more, 35-40, and he runs out of bounds at the 42. Mata's run for more than 200 yards on 36 tries. He's thrown for 547 yards. On a 71% clip. Tyler Staker looking for a spark, and so far Mata has provided it. Final 90 seconds. Mata will run it himself and be knocked down across the 45 by, I believe, Christian Bauer. And it was. It was a gain of 4, 1:12. 2nd and 6. Mata stepping up, throwing near side, and he underthrew the intended receiver, which was Devin Kolash. And we'll stop the clock with $1:05 to play before halftime. 3rd and 6 from the Coe 46. Trying to extend the drive and continue upfield as they try to get on the board for the first time. A shotgun look. 4 receivers, 2 by 2. Aurora rushes 3. Mata throws quickly. Shepardson could not hang on. That was Ernesto Ramirez and Aeneas Gray in coverage. Shepardson managed to make the catch despite being face guarded, but could not hang on going out of bounds. And with exactly 60 seconds left, Coe will send on the punt unit. So Luke Bradley called upon again. This will be his 4th punt attempt, unless, of course, it is a fake. Aurora looks like they're going to bring the house. They bring most of it. Bradley gets the kick off to the far sideline, and it will bounce across the 20, tightrope the sideline briefly in Aurora territory, and spin out of bounds at the 14. 52 seconds left. 2 timeouts, and the question is that enough time for Tyler Adkins in this Aurora offense? Pistol look and 4 receivers on 1st and 10. Delayed handoff for Creedon, who's across the 15, and he will be stopped up short, or maybe right at the 20 for a gain of 6. And it does not appear that Aurora is in any particular hurry. They do need to run one more play. And now, in fact, will just come in for the kneel down, which will end the half. So Don Beebe content to take the 14-0 lead into halftime. Spartan defense will be very pleased. The Aurora offense, some chances, but still the game's only 2 scores while moving up and down the field. A half hour to play to decide who moves on in the NCAA playoffs. 14-0 Spartans. This is Aurora University football. entertaining first half hour. Aurora leads at halftime over Coe, 14-0. Thanks for being with us. First round of the NCAA Football Championship. My name is Sean Fry. Ethan Carmine is on the camera. And let's take a look at the first half that was only 2 scores. The first, 8-12 to play in the first, an 11-play, 68-yard drive for Aurora that was capped off with a 5-yard touchdown catch by Ty Pruitt from Tyler Atkins. That drive took nearly 5 minutes. Their next scoring drive was almost 6, 5:53 to be exact. Jaquay Creedon finished off a 12-play, 97-yard drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. 14-0 the score. Spartans were in Coe territory on a couple of other occasions, but had a fumble and a turnover on down, so the damage certainly could have been worse, as evidenced by the total yards. It is lopsided, 324 to 153 for the Spartans. They had the football for more than 20 minutes of that first half, and were able to really throw the football effectively. Tyler Atkins, 18 of 21 for 264 yards. The freshman has been outstanding for the Spartans. Jaquay Creedon ran 16 times for 54 yards and a touchdown. James Maltino has 5 catches. Michael Boland, Ty Pruitt, Trey Madsen with 3 receptions each for the Spartans. Then for Coe, it's been a much different story. They've used both their quarterbacks. Carter Mosk went 5 for 14 for 68 yards, then was lifted for Caden Mata, who went 2 for 5 for 28 yards. Mata's also run for 27 yards to lead all Coe players. A-Man is just 57 yards rushing in that first half. Zamari Bruce, 4 catches for 73 yards. Nobody else has more than 10 yards receiving. And the dynamic Dominic Shepardson has just 1 catch. He's been largely kept quiet here through the half hour. Jay Ostendorp would be in the conversation for the Coe player of the game at this point. He has 6 tackles, a couple of sacks, and 4.5 tackles for a loss. He's been all over the place for Coe. And our linebackers have been busy, as Aurora has not run the football especially effectively, but they have at least gotten the linebackers involved, and perhaps that's helped the passing game a little bit as well. So the Spartans have to be feeling good. They'll be starting with the football to begin the third quarter. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the other scores in Division III football. And so we'll start with where the likely winner of this one is likely to travel to, and that is to La Crosse. It's 52-0 at halftime. Of course, the winner of this one's going to play La Crosse one way or the other, and we don't know officially what the venue will be. And so could certainly be a home game for one of these two teams, but La Crosse at the top of the bracket, certainly playing like it here so far. So it's 52-0, and it appears that the winner of this one is going to play La Crosse. Let's move down. Trinity, 14-0 halftime lead over Hardin-Simmons. Winner of that one is going to play the victor between Belhaven and North Central over there in Naperville. The Cardinals lead 35-0. Bottom portion of the bracket, it is all Wartburg late in the second quarter. 35-7 is the score of that one. And then we are going to have to wait a little bit to find out who Wartburg or Illinois College, if they can come up with a rally, will play, as Chapman and Whitworth play tonight. Last 2 scores on our side of the bracket. Wheaton leads Mount St. Joseph in the waning seconds of the first half. It's 28-21. And Wisconsin Whitewater taking on Bethel. That's 28-7 at halftime. Aurora left to right in this third quarter, so they'll be into the wind. White helmets, black jerseys, black pants. Coe wearing all white. Set to kick it away. It's Julian Garcia Ayala, who has not been asked to kick the football yet today. Puts his leg into it. It'll be fielded by Maltino inside his 10-yard line. Up the middle of the field to the 30, 35, 40 to midfield and taken down as Maltino breaks off a big return, and Aurora has excellent field position to begin the half. The 47, make it the 48-yard line in Coe territory will be where a freshman Tyler Atkins and this Spartan offense will begin these final 30 minutes. Pistol look here for the Spartans, 3 receivers. Handoff is to Creedon on first down. They'll plunge forward for a yard. And in fact, he'll get a 2nd yard out to the Coe 46. Tyler Staker told me he's been really happy with his entire defense. Different guys have stepped up each week. I have not had a ton of answers for Aurora, at least as far as moving the football at large. Delayed handoff here to Creedon, and he will get forward, and he'll be out to the 45. The ball came out, but it looked like Creedon was already down, and indeed he was. So 3rd and 7. A couple of runs to begin the half, and now you would expect a throw as it's a 4-receiver look here, and Coe brings 5 to the line of scrimmage. They bring 4. Quick throw, Pruitt. First down across the 30, and fumbles. Taken out of the air by Kyle Cole. And he'll be taken down at the Coe 30. It was complete. And Pruitt, I think, maybe trying to transfer the football so he could carry it, just lost it. Will that be the spark that is required? I'm also curious to see if that's going to be scored an interception or a fumble. It looked like he had possession and made a move. I would think that's a fumble. Carter Mosk back at quarterback. 5 receivers, 3 to the right. Coe needing a spark. Mosk a quick throw, and it's picked off. It was off of Jerron Centers. And it's Aeneas Gray who comes up with the pick on the first play of the half for Coe. First career interception for Aeneas Gray. What a time for it. And after Aurora gives up the football after what appeared to be a certain 3rd down conversion, Coe gives it right back. 1st and 10 from the Coe 27. Atkins complete near side inside the 20 to Michael Boland. He gets to the 15 and the 10 before he's driven out of bounds. That'll be a gain of 16 to the Coe 11. 14-0 Spartans, 13:38 to play in the 3rd quarter. And what has been a wild start to the 2nd half. It is officially a fumble after a 15-yard gain. So Atkins has now completed 86% of his passes and counting. Swing pass here, Jaquay Creedon, who gets back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Don Beebe looking for ways to stretch this Coe defense that he described as being the best they faced.
Loss of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 11.
And one thing he also told me is he knew that the way his wide receivers blocked was going to be a key to the game. He said if Jaquay can get 4, let's get him 8. And the wide receivers have done a nice job blocking for others in space today. 5 receivers, 4 to the left. Coe rushes 4. Atkins threw it over the middle, and that may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage over the head of Maltino and incomplete. 3rd and 11. Ball on the 12-yard line. There is a first down out there. It is a narrow 3-foot gap that Aurora could put it into, or they would get a new set of downs. Atkins flushed. Rolls to his left, looking for space. He throws it up into the back of the end zone, and he forced the intended receiver to play defensive back. Chase Cruz was the closest to that one, and Trey Madsen had to go full extension to keep Cruz from picking that football off, and now Cruz is down in the corner of the end zone. So he will be attended to here with 12:36 remaining in this third quarter. Aurora up 14-0, and Matthew Heilich is on with the field goal unit. Cruz is up and walking off. And once again on this near hash mark, Matthew Heilich will look for a 29-yard field goal attempt as Michael Bolin sets up on his 19-yard line. Jesse Smith, ball in his hands. Or now, ball in his hands. Very good snap, good hold, kick is up, and no doubt about it. Matthew Heilich converts on the 29-yard field goal. And Aurora goes up 17-0. Aurora football presented by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland. Browse their inventory online at kaufmangmc.com. And by DTG Properties, family owned and operated for over 40 years. Check out their extensive commercial, residential, and student housing options online at dtgproperties.com. Kaufman GMC and DTG Properties are proud sponsors of Aurora University Athletics, the AU Varsity Club. A three-score game. 17-0. First ever home football playoff game this Spartan program. Don Beebe said it's great for the school, great for the city. He reminded me this is where Don Beebe is from. Caneland alum. He says there's been a buzz, a lot of excitement. He was excited to get to this day, and it's here, and the Spartans are playing well. Austin Welgus into the wind, a spinning spiral kick, and it will hop just in front of the pylon. The official was standing right there, and it went to his right. It was out of bounds. So the illegal procedure will give Coe the football at the 35-yard line. But just 153 yards of offense for the Coe Hawks today. They will need more than that, and Caden Mata is back in at quarterback. Right now, Tyler Staker looks to be trying to pull every available lever to try to get his Coe Hawks back into it. The offense, which has been so good this season, has just not been able to get into rhythm today. Credit to this Aurora defense that has been sensational. A lot of time left. Three-receiver look, and it's going to be a designed run. Mata by himself spins off Aeneas Gray, but is unable to avoid Ernesto Ramirez and Christian Bauer. He'll get a gain of a couple.
Brought down near the 37-yard line, gain of 2 on the play. Second down and 8 yards to go for Coe.
Yeah, free receiver look coming up here on 2nd and 8. 17-0 Spartans. Aurora brings 4. Seidel gets the handoff, and he does not get much. He fumbles, and it's picked up. Joel Costin has it. Aurora's going to have the football inside the Coe 30. And it's another turnover by Coe. Their third giveaway today. Aurora's going to take over at the Coe 27-yard line, and there's an injured player on the field for the Coe Hawks. And so we'll step away. 17-0 Aurora and an injury timeout here early in the third. This is Aurora University football.